Today we will sit in meditation together, connecting with this beautiful planet that we all share, the Earth. Hi, my name is Shasta May Hernandez, pronouns they, them, their, helping you align your life, your work, and your love with your goals, your values, and your soul. Now, if you've been following my channel, you will see a number of meditations that we've done together. And one of the things that we commonly do is to ground into the core of the earth. We will be doing that today in our guided meditation and visualization together. And we will also be connecting to the healing grid of this planet. It lays over the entire planet, and it is a healing energetic grid in which we can all connect to, not only for our own individual healing, but for healing as a collective species and in connection and in concert with this planet Earth. And in doing so, you become not only more connected to the rhythms of this planet, but you also then are in a reciprocal relationship. And as you engage with this reciprocal energy between you and the planet Earth, between you and the collective, that comes to videos like these and that engages with the Earth with not only a physical relationship, but on a spiritual level as well, with the complete understanding of the nature of how things work in this world and in this life, in that we have beginnings and endings, we have a rebirth, we have birth, and we have death. And in this way, we understand that the planet itself is also aging. And how can we consciously as a collective and responsibly engage with our environment, with our planet Earth, in a way that helps prolong its health so that we may also thrive in collaboration with this energy. So I hope today, as you come to this video, that you find some inspiration for how to more responsibly engage with our planet from a spiritual lens, and also with yourself. And I hope that you're coming to this video with good hydration, having eaten, having some good rest for the day, so that as you engage and dive deeper, you're not doing it from a place of depletion. And as with all of my videos, I encourage you to now find the most comfortable position for your beautiful body to engage in this guided meditation today. And allow yourself to relax even deeper as you begin to settle, really checking in with the body to see if you need any other bolsters or blankets or pillows, anything that will allow you to relax further and to become more comfortable, so that you can solely focus on the guidance in this video and on where your visuals take you in your own connection to this planet. As you feel ready to engage further, to dive further, I invite you now to take a nice, easy breath in at your own pace, in your own rhythm. Just consciously noticing where your breath is at in this moment. Go ahead and do that for a few breaths. Maybe paying attention to the air as it passes through your nose, or as it inflates and deflates your lungs. And maybe even as your belly rises and falls. As you settle further into relaxation, I invite you now to connect with the surface that you are lying down or sitting or standing on in this moment. Really connecting with the pieces of your body that are connecting below you. allowing yourself to feel the weight of gravity as it connects you to this earth. Allowing your body to fall heavy and to relax further. As we begin to move deeper into the meditation, I invite you now to imagine a rope tied around your waist. Imagine the thickness of this rope, the material that it's made out of, and the color. And imagine now that the long end of that rope is stretching down from your waist into the very core of the earth, moving layer by layer by layer by layer. And as it reaches the core of the earth, imagine that the end of the rope is now tying around the core as many times as it needs to in order to anchor you firmly to the very center. And as it does so, imagine that you can feel the tautness of the rope, that you can feel the tug of gravity even further coming from the very center, connecting you to all that is on this planet. I invite you now to imagine that this rope is also extending from any other place on your body that you feel you need in this moment. Anywhere that you might feel more grounded, imagine a rope tying around that area of your body and extending into the core as well. You can imagine as many ropes as you feel you need or you would like or feels comfortable for your body. Again, tying the other end of the rope to the core of the earth as many times as you need. Feeling the anchoring of each rope, holding you firmly to this planet and to all that is. And as you feel complete in this, I invite you now to take a nice, deep, full breath all the way in through the nose and holding at the top of your breath and exhaling completely. One more breath all the way in, holding at the top and exhaling. From this very firmly grounded place, I invite you now to bring your attention to the center of your heart. We're going to open our hearts a bit further here in this moment, as well as the crown to the light of the universe. First, bringing our attention to the heart, imagining in the very center of your heart is a light. And that light is any color that you wish. And it's shining as bright as you wish in this moment or as you see it in this moment. And allow the brightness of that light to pour from your heart outward into every artery and vein of your human system. And even allowing some of that light to pour forth onto the ropes that you have tied around the parts of your body that you feel called, and imagining that light pouring all the way down to the very core of the earth, so that you are sharing some of your own heart light energy with this planet now. As you feel complete in that, from above your crown chakra area, imagine a beautiful and brilliant, bright white light pouring down into your crown and slowly making its way all the way through every part of your internal system and every part externally of your body, so that you yourself become just as bright as that light. And as you imagine this light moving in every part of you, within and without, imagine also that the light is pouring along the ropes that you have tied to the earth's core. And imagine the light reaching the earth's core, so that you are now connected from above and below. And as you feel complete in this, I invite you to take 3 conscious breaths all the way in through the nose, holding at the top and exhaling as you feel called. Feel free to move at your own rhythm or to follow me. I'm going to inhale now and hold at the top and exhale. 2 more. After that last breath, just take a moment to settle here and deepen further into this meditation. We will now move into connecting with the healing grid of this planet. And as we do so, I invite you to imagine on the very back of your spine, right at the area where your neck meets your shoulders, there is your cervical spine, number 7, C7. It is generally the bone that sticks out the furthest in the very center between your shoulders and before you move up to your neck. At this point, and maybe a bit above and below, imagine that you are able to connect an attachment to this area of your spine that extends to the healing grid of the planet Earth. Imagine this grid to lay across the entire surface of this planet, and that at any moment of any time you are able to connect to this grid and invite its healing energy into you. You can imagine that this healing energy is entering your spine and your nervous system, extending along the entirety of your spine and into every nerve of your body, into every muscle and tendon, into every organ. If there is one area in particular that has tension or pain, you might imagine that that energy is more focused in that spot. And I invite you now to begin to detach from this healing grid energy. You might imagine removing the attachment that you placed on your spine and allowing it to fall away. Still envisioning this healing grid of the earth and the planet in general. I invite you to connect with the energy of the planet in whatever way that feels good for you, with the openness of your heart, the light of your heart pouring forth. I invite you to offer a very deep, loving gratitude to this planet. Gratitude for all that exists upon it. And gratitude for the ways in which we are able to connect because we all exist here. Because we all choose life here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As you feel complete in this energy today, I invite you to close this meditation with one final complete breath all the way in through the nose, holding at the top and exhaling as you feel called. And I invite you to begin to bring your awareness to some slight movements in your hands or your feet. Maybe checking in to see if you need anything after this. Maybe some water. Maybe a hug. Maybe some time to spend outside. Come back to this video as many times as you need or feel called. And if you'd like to connect with me further, check the description box below. And I will see you in the next video.